I'm Peter Haddock and I'm here today with Jeremy Fish at the Ardent Hire Solutions depot in Enfield, just outside London. Jeremy, this is really important what we're talking about today, safety and its solutions. Ardent Hire Solutions, not just a plant hirer. You've won awards for the stuff that you've been doing with technology, and recently you've worked with a key customer, Countryside, and then been able to roll out technology to the rest of your customers with Safety Shield. Tell me a little bit about Ardent Hire Solutions and the way in which you really have accelerated change technology and then adopted the latest in safety systems.
Well, Peter, Ardent Hire Solutions is the UK's premier hire company. We are a leading rental provider of telehandlers, excavators, rollers, dumpers and roto telehandlers. And our vision is to do something different, to provide something different in our industry, and we do that through innovation. We recognise the increasing costs that many of our customers are facing, especially with inflation, and we're also aware that there's an ever-increasing demand for safer, more productive ways of operation and actually lower cost ways of operation. And we've applied technology to do that. So our Safety Shield offering and similar offerings that we're particularly excited about, that we've rolled out to Countryside and we're now increasingly rolling out to other customers as well.
I've been to a site which was using that system on an Ardent Hire machine just like this from JCB, and what was really impactful, Jeremy, when I spoke to the operators was the level of confidence they then had in operating in a very busy site, a construction house building site. And that's really important, isn't it, that people concentrate looking outside of the screen and they have these aids there to help them actually feel more confident, don't they?
Absolutely. It's the Safety Shield system provides a total system that gives operators the complete confidence that they are operating safely and that there aren't any pedestrians within that safety defined zone. And if anyone does happen to come into that zone, then the system provides an audible warning alerting both the pedestrian and also the operator that they're inside this area. It's been very well received by customers, been very well received by operators, and actually it's been well received by pedestrians on sites who have that added comfort that they can move about sites safely.
That's absolutely right, folks, and I think what's really interesting, what I've seen that in action on a site there, is the actual camera system gives that data to the end user, and it's a lot similar to the way in which you've worked with customers with things like seatbelt alerts, with that site manager software, and it's the integration, isn't it? That one platform that your customers can go into to get all the information from you as a provider, isn't it? It's so important.
That's so important, Peter, and increasingly suppliers are turning to apps, and they're providing apps on construction sites. And actually if you're a construction manager, actually all of a sudden you've got 10, 15 apps that everyone's asking you to use on a daily basis. It's just not practical.
Yeah.
So the Ardent Hire Solutions actually provides you with a single app, which actually enables you, it gives you a single touch point really with multiple systems, and it makes it so much easier for your site manager. In addition to that, I think actually a lot of these software systems and apps, they require training and they require specialist knowledge. And I think we've gone about designing our systems and the way we do things such that they don't require any training whatsoever. All it requires from a site manager is to have a mobile phone, and we transmit everything to his mobile phone via text or via push messages or via email. And at the same time, we only provide information to them where they need to do something. It's all very well getting lots of data in our construction industry, but actually we're bombarded with data. Site managers have dozens and dozens of things to do, and I don't envy their job at all. So we try and make their job easier. So we give them information, we give them alerts, we give them prompts when they need to do something. And certainly with site manager, that need to do something is potentially when somebody's in danger of being injured, or if the machine is in danger of being damaged, thus incurring hefty damage bills.
It's focused on people doing the work on site. So fundamentally for me, when you do take data and when you can be clever with solution providers that fits all of this data into one space, and actually you gauge it when it's an immediate action to maybe that's something we need to look at a trending data, and also you actually look at the way in which you support the customers with equipment and the right equipment, but also when they should give it back. So that actually they're not hiring and incurring extra cost. That's all carbon, isn't it, as well? And as we go to net zero, it's really important that hirers like you give the customers the opportunity to say, we're going to help you with that journey. In fact, you're able to carbon offset with Ardent Hire Solutions, folks. First in the UK to do that as well, weren't you?
Yes, well actually I'm amazed at the number of people that are still hiring equipment and actually it's parked up in a corner of their site no longer being used. I mean, it's a waste of their money. So actually we prompt them, we tell them you're not using it, why not off-hire it? And I think that way of thinking, it might be strange to some people in the plant hire industry because you are, you're cutting off your revenue, but actually we see it as providing better value to customers. Because if we can help them use their equipment more productively, if we can help them save more cost, then actually they're going to want to use Ardent Hire because we've got their backs covered. And similarly, there are companies now starting to look at fuel idling. Actually, fuel idling is a big issue now, and it will be a bigger issue after April.
Red diesel,
white diesel. Exactly, with the duty coming into effect and white diesel being applicable. If you're idling your machines, you're just wasting money. And actually, you're also emitting gases, you're contributing to CO2 emissions. And so Site Manager, our software, helps you to reduce that idling, and it does it in an intelligent way. And actually, so we minimise emissions, and then what we can't reduce or eliminate, we offset. And we're working with a company called Climate Care, who are a leading UK carbon developer, and we buy carbon credits. And literally, to offset a machine like this each week, it costs about £2.50 extra, which is nothing.
Exactly, absolutely.
It's nothing. And what we do, we put the fees from carbon offsetting, put it onto our balance sheet. Once a quarter, we buy carbon credits through Climate Care. We publish those certificates on our website, so any of our customers can see exactly what we've bought, how much money we've spent on carbon credits. It's completely open, completely transparent. The costs are on there and everything. So, we would encourage other people in the plant hire industry, come onto our website, see what we're doing, speak with us, because actually this is a non-profit initiative for us. This is something we're trying to do because we feel, it's the right thing to do as a responsible, plant hire in the UK.
I think that's absolutely right. There's two things here, Jeremy. One, you're keeping people safe, and you're not stopping at, we've got to a certain standard, that's good enough. No, you're adopting the latest in AI technology, which is cutting edge. And then you're saying to people, the road to net zero is going to be a hard path, but there are options and there are ways to do that. You do operated plants, so actually you can support the operator with the idle times and data for your clients to have a positive reinforcement about behavioural change for people that might have been operating for a long period of time. All of this adds up, folks, to making sure we don't have incidents on site, we don't have a big carbon emission chucking out there just to keep somebody warm in the cab. And fundamentally, it takes us that journey through technology, but technology not for technology's sake, technology for the right impacts on the site. And all of this is able to come in one package, isn't it, that you've developed and won awards for?
Yeah, and I think that the one package element of it is particularly important. The thing about it in our industry, it's been perhaps a little bit slow to adopt new technology, and some people are frightened of technology. So actually keeping it very, very simple is critical to us, and actually providing everything in one place. So the Safety Shield system, increasingly as we move our offering forward, it will be integrated with Site Manager, and it will be a single system so that if there's a proximity alert, people will be able to see it on the Site Manager system as well, and they'll be able to track the number of near misses. They'll be able to follow that through to a video of the incident before and after, as well as the audible warnings that are actually provided in the cab and outside of the cab. So it's all part of an integrated management system, all of which is designed to help people get better value, better productivity out of their plant. It's helped to design to reduce costs, and in Safety Shield's instance, it's about improving safety and saving lives.
Certainly is, folks, and what I'm really impressed with today, Jeremy, is the fact that you're saying, hey, come and talk to us. If you're a plant hirer, you want to know the journey that you've taken, which has been a very big journey for you. You've invested a lot of time, resources and energy into it. Sharing that is so important, and this is what the industry is all about, folks. Partnership, we're getting the data right, we're not overwhelming people, and we're doing it on a sunny day here in one of your branches.